Every night, as the city's hum softened, 9-year-old Arav folded his small hands and whispered a prayer. It was the same one every single day. He wasn't asking for toys or friends. He wasn't even praying for himself. He was praying for his mother's death. Arav didn't understand cruelty, but he understood pain, and pain had become the only language spoken in their small, damp room. His mother lay on a thin mattress near the window, her body fragile, her breaths uneven. Cancer was slowly stealing her strength, piece by piece. The doctors had stopped offering hopeful words months ago. The medicine no longer eased the pain, it only delayed it. Arav watched helplessly as his mother clenched the bedsheet at night, biting her lip to stop from screaming. Sometimes she cried softly, other times she just stared at the ceiling, tears rolling silently into her hair. Arav tried to be strong. He cooked simple meals, cleaned their room, and brought her water. But there were moments he couldn't bear it anymore. When her cries echoed in his head, long after the room fell silent, he was too young to understand death, but old enough to understand suffering. One evening, after watching his mother faint from the pain, Arav ran to the corner of the room where a small, framed picture of God stood. He knelt down, tears soaking his shirt. "God," he whispered, his voice shaking, "please take her with you. Please, I don't want to see her like this anymore." He felt a wave of guilt every time he prayed that way. What kind of son asks for his mother to die? But in his heart, he believed death would be kinder than the constant pain she lived with. His mother sensed the change in him. She noticed how he avoided her eyes during her worst moments, how he'd quietly leave the room when she cried. One afternoon, when the pain eased just a little, she called him closer. "Arav," she said weakly, brushing his hair with trembling fingers, "are you scared of me?" Arav shook his head, but his tears betrayed him. "I'm scared for you," he whispered. "I don't like seeing you hurt." She understood more than he realized. That night, as rain tapped gently against the window, she gathered her last bit of strength and pulled him close. Her voice was faint, but steady. "Listen to me," she said. "Pain is not stronger than love, and neither is death." Arav looked at her, confused. "Even when it hurts," she continued, "being alive with you is the greatest gift God gave me. Don't ever feel bad for wishing my pain would stop. That means you love me." Her words stayed with him, but the nights remained unbearable. The prayers continued. Sometimes he begged God to heal her. Other times, when watching her suffer became too much, he begged God to end it. One early morning, as sunlight slipped quietly into the room, Arav woke to an unfamiliar silence. No shallow breathing, no soft groans, just stillness. He panicked and rushed to her side. She was gone. For the first time, Arav didn't cry immediately. He just sat there, holding her cold hand, remembering every prayer he had ever whispered. A terrible thought struck him. Did God take her because of me? At the funeral, surrounded by strangers offering hollow condolences, Arav felt completely empty. That night, he knelt again in front of the picture of God, but this time, anger replaced his fear. "I didn't mean it like that," he said. "I just wanted her pain to stop." There was no answer. But days later, while cleaning the room, Arav found a folded piece of paper hidden under her pillow. It was a letter, written in a shaky hand. "My dear Arav, if you are reading this, I am finally free from pain. Please don't blame yourself or God. Love sometimes sounds like cruel prayers, but God understands the heart better than words. You gave me strength when I had none. You were my miracle," Arav cried then deep, uncontrollable sobs. But for the first time, they were not filled with fear. Years later, Arav would grow up to help people in pain, always remembering the lesson his childhood taught him too early. Sometimes, the most heartbreaking prayers are born not from selfishness, but from pure, helpless love. And God, perhaps, listens not to the words we say, but to the reasons hidden deep within our hearts. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, please consider subscribing for more content like this.